RVBN, the Rich Video Blog Network, home to weekly NFL predictions, great personality profiles, great professional wrestling video blogs, great sports video blogs, and a whole lot more. A collection of my work goes back to June of 2014 on various social media websites. RVBN, the only video blog on the internet that matters. Time now is 7:15 in the morning, Billerica, Massachusetts, on Monday, June 5th, 2017. Waking up to damp skies, about 54 degrees, only going to get to about 56, 57. Numerous rain showers today, but it's not going to be a washout. Tomorrow will be. And Wednesday, clearing skies and the temperature will rebound. But it's going to take to the weekend before we get 80s. And it looks like this pattern might break next week, which is good news because summer's just around the corner. Some news to report on the RVBN Newswire. The Golden State Warriors beat the Cleveland Cavaliers by the score of 132-113 last night to go up 2-0 in the NBA Finals. 14-0 by the Warriors. Games 3 and 4 at the Quickie Loans Arena in Cleveland. Cleveland needs to win both games in order to stay alive. The next game is on ABC. Before that, Jimmy Kimmel's NBA Finals show, and then NBA Countdown, hosted by Michelle Beto, who has nice legs on ESPN, and her legs rank right up there for being nice, like Julie Brattons and Molly Rosenblunt. And it's Happy World Environment Day. Save the environment by recycling everything and anything you could get. And that's about it on news from the RVBN Newswire. Be back in a flash with my first video blog subject of the day. But first, hear this. Keep calm, everybody. And I'm a Julie Bennett guy. Molly Roseblood, WCCO, Oxen has nice legs. Elizabeth Hot, so stunning. She's the best. Amy Squeezy's awesome. Awesome Amy. Linda Church of WPIX Channel of New York. Such a rocking cougars. Got the best legs in New York City, bar none. When Claire of WHCH Channel 7 in Boston has the best legs in Boston. Aria Woolley of WABI Channel 5 in Bangor, Maine has the nicest legs in Maine. And Nikki D. Ray of CBS 6 in Walnut, Virginia rocks, and she has the best legs in Virginia. Cute, leggy TV blondes. Only on RVBN. Time now is 7:17 in the morning, Billerica, Massachusetts. I am back. My first video blog subject of the day is my personality profile. Today's personality profile is about the late great game show producer, Bob Stewart. Bob Stewart was a game show producer and a creator for over 50 years. He was known for creating many game shows and producing many of them. Bob was born and he grew up in the Bronx, New York. His real name was Isidore Steinberg, and he was of Russian descent and also Jewish. Bob was in the Air Force in World War II, and he enrolled in classes to write radio, and he became a radio writer for WNBC radio and television and a few other television stations in New York in the 1950s. He legally changed his name to Bob Stewart because he lost a television job because he thought his real name, Isidore Steinberg, was too Jewish. And Bob Stewart became, had a lot of great ideas of his creativity. In 1956, Bob joined Goodson Todman Productions, and he created such game shows as The Price is Right and To Tell the Truth and Password, among others. And Bob was also, very successful in creating those game shows, but he got fed up with Goodson Todman Productions because they weren't going to promote him. He left the company in 1966 after Goodson Todman tried to offer a piece of the production company to Bob Stewart, but Bob found out he would not get the credit for being added to the Goodson Todman. So he struck out on his own as a game show producer. He produced several game shows in the 60s and 70s. Some of them were moderate hits like Three on a Match, Personality, I Guess, The Face is Familiar, and a few others. Most of the game shows that Bob Stewart produced was hosted by Bill Cullen. Bill Cullen was the legendary game show host, and he was best friends with Bob Stewart. And Bob's biggest game show hit he produced and created was the $10,000 Pyramid, which was originally titled Cash on the Line. And actually, he pitched this idea to Goodson Todman in the mid-1960s, but Goodson Todman rejected it, and that's how Bob struck out on his own for a production company. And the $10,000 Pyramid made its debut in CBS in 1973, hosted by Dick Clark, and it was a big hit for the next 15 years in various incarnations. The Pyramid was Bob Stewart's biggest successful hit. It went through $10,000, $20,000, $25,000, $50,000, and $100,000 Pyramid. Dick Clark hosted all variations of the Pyramid series except the syndicated version of the $25,000 Pyramid, which was hosted by his best friend Bill Cullen. And by the late 1970s, Bob was one of the last major producers who produced game shows to be based in New York. He continued to produce successful game shows like Jackpot and Shoot for the Stars and Blanket Blanks. And reality set in, and he had to move his production company to Hollywood. And he continued to produced some good hits like The Love Experts and Chain Reaction and Go and Double Talk. But the $100,000 Pyramid was Bob Stewart's baby. Towards the late 1980s and early 1990s, Bob kind of stepped back, and he let his son Sandy Stewart produce the game shows, and Bob basically retired after the $100,000 Pyramid that was revived, hosted by John Davison, retired when that went off the air in 1991. Reruns of some of the Bob Stewart shows ended up on USA Network. In 1994, Bob Stewart sold his production company, including the $100,000 Pyramid and all his game shows, to the Sony Productions, which eventually they ended up on the Game Show Network. Bob received an 8-figure sum, which is pretty amazing. So he basically was set for life, and his kids and grandkids and great-grandkids probably are set for life because of the purchase. Bob appeared at game show conventions and appeared here and there, on television documentaries. He was inducted into the Television Academy of Hall of Fame in 2010, and he passed away at 2012 at the age of 91 due to natural causes. And that's about it on Bob Stewart. I'll be back later, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google Plus for 2 more video blogs for your entertainment. One will be about my take on the declining of shopping malls, and the third and final video blog on that will be about the Sports Museum in Boston, Massachusetts. Keep playing, everybody. I'm a good time. All he was blood, WCCOS, sounds nice like Elizabeth Hot, so stunning. She's the best. Amy Squeezy's awesome, maybe. And the Church of WPIX channel of New York, such a whacking cougars, got the best legs of New York City, bar none. Barbara Gibbs of ABC 11 has sweet southern accent, best legs in Raleigh, North Carolina. Christian Giantis of Fox 35 in Orlando, Florida's awesome. She's got the best legs in Orlando, next to Lisa Bell and Amy Squeezy and Elizabeth Hott and Julie. And Heidi Watney of MLB Network rocks and has nice legs. Bye.